What's up, everybody? Celtic Scarecrow here, back with another video to get those 10s and 20 views. Yeah, I know 2 weeks ago I said I didn't want to skip another week, yada yada yada. Then I got food poisoning on Monday, and I was in bed until Wednesday because I had to go to work. So, video I was going to put out last week, I'm now putting out this week, which still wait until the last minute to record. And that video is Sidney Crosby could do plausibly the funniest thing imaginable. And I'm going to explain what it is. If you are a Pittsburgh Penguins fan like me, then you are getting sick and tired of seeing these stories. And I'm going to slide myself over just so you can see them. Like, Crosby declared war on management. Should the Penguins move on from Crosby? It's like every year in and year out, it's Crosby leaving. Why is Crosby leaving? The Pens need to get rid of Crosby. You know, like, it's just stupid, especially when Crosby has come out multiple times and basically said, yeah, no, I don't want, to leave the Penguins. The man has played his entire career here. He has won 3 Stanley Cups here. This isn't like a guy, I'm not throwing shade at anybody, Ray Bourque, who never won a cup. Like, he's not an all-time great that's never won a cup. And the team's now bad and don't look like they're going to have a chance of winning one before he retires. No, this is a guy who's won a cup and is now trying to establish his legacy. And that legacy is sticking with the Penguins, trying to get them to the next chapter and ready for kind of life without Sidney Crosby. But that leads me to a very interesting thing that I thought of, and it's based off a story that I've read, and that story basically was the Fenway Group that is currently the majority owners of the Penguins maybe looking to resell the team back to Mario and those guys. This is where it goes in. Crosby could technically be the second ever NHL player that is a player while being a partial owner of the team. The only other guy who do that was Mario Lemieux. Crosby's career mirrors Mario's like hauntingly. First overall pick to the Pittsburgh Penguins in a team that desperately needed a savior, or they potentially get moved. Win multiple cups with a crazy guy who surprisingly are Malkin to leave, but it's like you have Crosby, you have the Malkin Yager reference, the great goaltending with Fleury, the Hall of Fame defenseman. It's like these two guys have had a career. Mario missed a lot of time due to, unfortunately, cancer. I think John Hopkins, to be more precise. Sid missed a lot of time due to concussions. Both has come back and looked relatively dominant. Like I said, this would be one of the funniest power moves Crosby could make, and it would show. And now you still get the things like, yeah, I know Crosby is part owner of the Pittsburgh Penguins, and he's basically playing these next 3 seasons for free. But he could still want to go win a cup with somebody else. Like, God, no. He just literally said, I bought the team. I put my money on the team. Literally. It's like, I get to go down if I potentially win a cup. Would he go on the cup twice? That's a question. Would he go down as the player and an owner? But no, like, could you imagine also, like, Dubas is like, listen here, Crosby, I'm going to do this, and Crosby's like, you forget, I'm your boss. You work for me, and whatnot. But yeah, no, it's one of those things where it would be extra funny because it would slightly shut up all the people who keep making the clickbaity post of Crosby needs to leave the Penguins because how can a great career go out so badly? A lot of great careers go out so badly. Look at Derek Jeter's last couple years with the Yankees. It's not like just because you had a Hall of Fame career, you need to have a Hall of Famer ending. That's 9 times out of 10 doesn't happen. I would go 95% of the time it doesn't happen. You very rarely get to retire on top. But yeah, so that's kind of the video. Quick video here. Next week will be Anime of the Month. Wednesday will be a reaction. I did recently pick up a new old video game, Bully. I'm not sure if I'm going to be playing it on stream, but I think I'm going to be playing games and still upload to the gaming channel. But that is it. Quick video, barely over 6 minutes, and I'll see you weird people later.